Welcome to the Right On Sports Show. There are many sports shows out there, but this one is Right On. Four guys giving each other hell about sports and their sometimes questionable choice of teams. Featuring the head of the table, Kyle Wright, the king of shit takes, Marcus Weisner, the show's resident asshole, Nick Gurley, and finally, doing all the dirty work, the show bitch himself, Drew Gorman. How these guys all get along, we may never know. But let's try to find out. Let's get started.
Oh my goodness, let me just start the episode with a resounding because we are talking GOAT of GOATs. There's been a multiple week build up to this conversation. We are so excited to finally get into this conversation because holy shit, we are on day one. We are on the play-in matchups, and there has already been some back and forth. Woo!
And I would have to say that I'm a part of a lot of the back and forth.
You are, but I mean, even between other people, there's been so many arguments already, and I love what this has sparked. If you don't know what we're talking about, we have a partnership with 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida here in Panama City. David Hayes, Old School, Kyle Verner, and of course, Mr. Adam Goff will be a part of that. Boston Tim. We got a partnership with those guys. By the way, I'm Kyle Wright, Nick Gurley, Drew Gorman joining the show as always.
Unfortunately, Marcus couldn't join us today, but he will be back soon.
He will be back hopefully next week. We'll get Marcus back in here. Next week, by the way, I won't be here. Austin Rigula will be sitting in my place.
Yeah.
So that'll be a
good show.
one.
It'll be a good show then.
It'll be a really good one.
Yeah,
It'll actually
really
be
good
interesting.
Yeah.
Two gingers.
Let's get it.
Two gingers.
Ginger squad.
Over the ginger limit.
Ginger squared.
Well over it. Well over it.
Over it.
Yeah, we're well over the ginger limit.
We're really sitting on the dotted line right now. Too.
Yeah.
We're like right there on that fence. But yeah, we partnered up with them. We got 72 names. We were sitting here today going over these, and we're like, holy crap, how many did we miss? Because we named about 3 or 4 athletes tonight that we could have done. But at the end of the day, man, we worked hard on this. 72 names. There's been a lot of effort and work put into this.
And don't get mad at us if somebody isn't on this, because honestly, we have already noticed.
Yeah,
we've already gone through a ton of them that we were like, oh crap. How'd we put this guy? We actually dropped out some people in like the next day after we did this, which we legitimately did all of these names after a show within 25 minutes.
Really,
maybe about an hour.
Yeah.
We put this together in about an hour and then realized, we should have.
We forgot this person.
Yep.
We forgot this person.
Yep.
Yeah, we only traded out a couple of them because it was really hard to.
And really, like looking at the list, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We bumped out Brett Favre for Shaun White.
Yep.
And really, looking at some of the other names, we're like, shit, Brett could have stayed in.
Yeah, over some of them.
We
looked up. We did it. We're trying to do our own thing here and do our do the bracket. All three of us trying to see where we agree and where we disagree, and kind of going back and forth at it. And yeah, there was a couple of them that we were like, why do we put them in here?
Yeah. How the hell they make it?
Yeah,
but not Brett Favre.
Yeah.
No, so just bear with us, man. We're all working adults with full-time jobs. Other than this is our side gig. So I mean, we did put a lot of work in, but I mean, you know, probably a total of 5 to 6 hours have been put into this. And none of this seating is not, we did not do the seating. This was all random seating that we went through and worked hard on copy and pasting. So don't get mad at us.
Yep. We ran it through like an automated generator, and it just seeded everything. We actually had play-in games, and one of the play-in games is one of the best. Phillips and Ali is a play-in game.
Phelps and Ali is a play-in game.
Sorry, Phelps.
And we have
I don't know why I read Phillips. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
This whole thing is the GOAT conversation, right? And it starts with a GOAT conversation also, and that'll be on ESPN Northwest Florida on Friday with Tiger Woods versus Jack Nicklaus.
And I see people are still voting right now. I mean, we are still, as of right now, changing the votes before this show even really gets underway. I'm sitting here going over them, trying to make sure I'm staying on top of it.
Up to date.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do. We'll keep them up to date until we start to talk about it, and that's the cut.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not going to change it anymore.
Like maybe we even go in.
See, I'm going to have to change it again. People are still
somebody else vote?
Yeah.
We're still getting
votes.
Voting.
People are still voting right now.
This is nuts.
If you're voting, well, I was just about to talk to people who aren't even on the show. I was going to say, if you're voting right now, join us. But
Yeah. They're obviously not there.
not there. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, they should see this. I wish there was a way for this to be at the top of their of the notification bar for the group. Maybe go ahead and pin it, Drew, if you can, or somebody, whoever's
Yeah, I'm
in
right
the
here.
group.
You talking about the show?
Yeah, pin the show to the top of the group.
Yeah.
So, there was a nice pop. Did you guys hear that?
I did not. Oh, I just heard it.
Ooh.
I think I'm
Oh,
hearing
you're talking
more
about
of the
your
chair.
My chair.
yeah,
No, that was my back.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, no, that was very powerful. Very powerful. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining, watching, listening, whatever you're doing. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. Very important that you do that. We've been kind of dropping a little bit on the Spotify side of things, so I really want to see them podcast numbers start to come back up, and I think the best way to do that is if you leave us a review. So
That was the biggest moth I've ever seen in my life.
it's like a freaking pterodactyl, bro. It's like a pterodactyl.
He's dead now.
Also, Nerd Culture Undisputed, we dropped a great recording today talking about Peacemaker. Go over to the Right On Network.
It's
YouTube.
fantastic. Definitely tune into that one.
Yeah. So go over there and check that out. It's me and Liam. Let's not go to goats, boys.
Let's get her.
Let's not delay this any longer. The first matchup we're talking about is kind of unfortunate. Billie Jean King versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Once again, guys, we did not seed these. This is just random seeding. This is how it fell into place. Kind of sucks for Billie Jean.
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, by the end of this, if Ronaldo's not in the top 8, top 4, kind of have an issue.
I'd be very shocked. I mean,
Right. Not
I
an
guess-
issue, but like, I mean, Ronaldo's going to end up in just about anybody's top 4, maybe top 8, depending on how everything matches out at the
should
end.
pretty much have a guaranteed ride to the Sweet 16 at the worst,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I know he does run into somebody later on in the thing in the bracket, and it's not good for either one of them. I mean, whoever you feel it's a big matchup.
if all goes as planned, it will not be good for him or for I don't know, whoever.
Yeah.
It'll be great. This is why I hate not having Marcus here.
Yeah, because right now you know Marcus would be throwing out all because especially he's the soccer guy. Marcus is our soccer guy,
Yep.
and we don't know a whole heck of a. I mean, we've done our research on Ronaldo, knowing that he's the top scorer. He outscores everyone: Messi, Pele, all of them. And it's unfortunate that we can't have that fan, that biased of a fan. But honestly, this one was pretty easy. We're gonna lock this one in at 27 votes for Ronaldo. And Billie Jean King, 4 votes.
So ultimately, just to let you guys know how we're doing this, and we've kind of been up and down about all this because it's not. We did more work on the meat and potatoes of it that we didn't focus on the other sides, if that makes sense.
Right.
So the voting criteria, the fan vote's going to end up holding more weight in the end.
Yep.
So obviously, even if we were split 27-4 fan vote, that's enough. If you're wondering where to vote, join the Wright Sports Group on Facebook, WRIGHT Sports Group. Just go ahead and join. I mean, that's where the voting process is going. The whole tournament's going down there.
I do think that anything within 2 votes of each other, it should come down to us or the panel. We do have a panel of guys that have or people that have sent us in brackets that we gave to that were less biased than we are. We're, all of us are baseball, football fans. I mean, so we went to people who know more about golf, know more about, tennis and stuff like that. Gave us a better panel of things that we can base a lot of things off. So if there are 4 people on this show and we tie, we go to the panel.
Right.
So if the fan vote is within 2 votes. Because that's close. I mean, right now we have some that are within 6, one's within 9. That's still kind of a.
They're still pretty close. I mean, because we're going to be split, and I think that's also another point where we're talking about going to the panel. Even though now, I mean, today it's going to be 2-1, so that's actually good for our show today that Marcus isn't here. Marcus, you asshole. One cuss word. I thought you were about to say something.
No.
You inhaled like you were about to talk. He did, right? I'm not tripping, right?
Deep breaths.
Drew's drunk. Drew's drunk. That's full disclosure. We'll just go ahead and get it out of the way. Drew's drunk. Drew came in for the first 5 minutes today and did not say a thing to us.
You guys were both. You started saying something, and then like 2 seconds later, after he asked me like 3 questions, you started saying stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say it. I asked him one question, and that question was about the bracket that we built together, and it was one matchup. He says 3 questions. I asked him one bracket question.
One question, and you could have chimed in on that. Matter of fact, no, you're the first person he asked a question.
Yeah, we hadn't even started.
He looked at you and he went, up. Drew, Phelps or Ali? And you went,
because I had to think about it. I had to think about it.
You weren't thinking about it. You were stewing.
Yes, I'm stewing over my thoughts.
You were being a loser.
Hey,
just doesn't sound as good as a-hole.
What are gingers? what else are gingers for?
Making people unhappy. Sheer just unhappiness.
Don't say that on air. My wife doesn't need to hear that.
I'm sure don't say that on air. I'm sure you do that all by yourself.
No, yeah. If there's one person in the world that's unaware that you suck the fun out of the room, it's your wife. It's the one you live with.
So when can I grab my next beer?
Hey,
go ahead. When you got a heart like that, go ahead.
I was about to do the same thing. Oh my god!
All right, so Ronaldo's got
I was noodling on how to make a reference to that.
Yes.
So Ronaldo's got the win here. Ronaldo's moving on.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my god, you got heart, kid. You really did. Ronaldo gets the W.
Ronaldo moves on. Well, I hope
it's really a no-brainer.
Yeah, that one's It just really does suck that Billie Jean King came up against.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I could see Ronaldo being someone's GOAT.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a feeling that he's going to end up as somebody's GOAT at some
he's
point.
Probably Marcus's GOAT.
We already have Kobe Mongold saying CR7 is possibly the GOAT of GOATs.
Exactly. So, I mean,
I agree.
It's a very unfortunate matchup.
Yeah.
But that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to beat the GOATs to be the GOAT.
I mean, if it was seeded, if we would have went through and seeded these, this probably would have been one of the matchups. Honestly, I mean, because you're talking about a low seed Jean King against a high seed Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So if we would have seeded these, this still would have been it. Just to give Billie Jean King a little bit of love before we move on, there is no Serena Williams, there is no Maria Sharapova, there is no Martina Navratilova without Billie Jean King setting that stage.
Right.
And she was really more of a pioneer pick than a statistical pick. And there are some of those in here where you're going to have to kind of put other stuff aside and be like, okay, well, this person did more for this and also had numbers to back it up. She just didn't have the numbers to back up her pioneership, if that makes sense. Great movie, though. Emma Stone, great actor. All right. Next matchup. This one has been very interesting in the sports group today. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Mike Tyson. I changed my vote midday.
He did.
I did because of Marcus Weisner, and I wish he was here.
He mic dropped. I'm going back and forth with, I think his name is Rudolph Suggs, and I'm going back and forth with him. We're kind of throwing out a bunch of stats at each other.
Smart.
He very. What was funny is every single one of them we disagreed on.
Yeah.
We disagreed on every pick, but he was bringing the goods. I mean, honestly, he came in hard, and I was like, oh,
came in
crap.
with numbers.
Yeah.
He came in,
So, and then Marcus just laid it on there. Do you have that? What he wrote?
Yeah, keep talking, and I'll pull it up right now.
Okay, yeah, he came in with some stuff that it was just about the era that Kareem came in at, the size difference between the NBA players now compared to then. Mike Tyson, I mean, he never said anything Tyson or Kareem. He just was showing.
So, go ahead. I was going to read what Marcus had.
No, that's perfect.
Go ahead if you got it.
To be fair, Kareem was drafted in 69, well before Jordan and Bird. He was 33 when Bird was drafted and was 38 when Jordan was drafted. The average height in the NBA during his prime was 6'7". Average height today is 6'10". He was 7'2" with a 9-foot wingspan. The man was a giant amongst boys back then. Was he great? Yeah. The greatest? No. it's also why nobody ever says Bill Russell is the GOAT too.
It's like if I were to ask you right now who is the greatest fighter of all time, like the greatest boxer of all time, let's just go there, like Mike Tyson. But nobody says that for the best basketball player of all time, Kareem.
Yeah, because Tyson is like, I mean, it goes back and forth, and we're actually going to talk about two of the best boxers ever right here, Tyson and Ali.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it depending on how you feel, I guess, it's you say who's the best boxer of all time, and it could go either way, Tyson or Ali.
So, but the fan vote has Kareem at a 29-20 win. And then we are in favor of Mike Tyson.
Yep.
So I actually went Kareem.
You went Kareem. So explain to me what went into you picking Kareem.
Why do I not have that written down?
I don't know.
I'm terrible at my job. Oh, there it is. Yep. You had Kareem. Me and Kyle had Tyson.
And Marcus had Mike Tyson too.
And Marcus had Tyson also.
But what went into you picking Kareem, Drew?
Just him still having the 100 game. I mean, yes.
That was Wilt.
I thought it was Wilt Chamberlain.
See?
Remember, I'm drunk.
See, mine was my original reason for picking Kareem was because he still holds that scoring record. I think it's a very compelling argument.
That's a very big, and I mean, he's a 6-time NBA champion, 6-time NBA MVP, and yes, that whole paragraph that I just read denotes both of those. But to me, it had to be someone, and Kareem was the guy to come along. My man was 7'2", and was still balling his butt off.
Yeah, but he was also bigger than everyone else, so of course he was balling his butt off.
Kareem revolutionized the hook shot. Like, I mean, I know he was bigger than everybody, but that hook shot is something that people. What did he do in Ted? All right, Kareem.
Yeah.
You suck, Kareem. But I ended up switching just because Marcus Wisner, and I wish that could have happened on the show.
I know,
but I'm glad it happened beforehand,
right? Because
now he wasn't here anyway. But that was such a good mic drop.
That's a valid.
Mike Tyson was just, and I get it. Even the Rudolph guy, he even said that Tyson lost to Holyfield. Totally understand. The first time he beat him in like the 11th round or something like that, and then in the second time he bit his ear off, or bit some of it off, not all of it. I mean, you can still hear. I mean, calm down.
You can still hear.
I mean, it's only a chunk of your ear.
Yeah, it's only a chunk of your body. Chill out,
pussy.
Jesus.
It's only a chunk of one of your most vital organs. One of your most vital pieces of your body.
Yeah. So, but Tyson was absolutely dominant through everybody that he fought. He lost. I think he only has 6 losses.
It's on the description.
He is 50-6.
50-6. So he had 6 losses, which I believe Muhammad Ali was the same. I believe he had more wins, but Muhammad Ali, I believe, also had 6. Had 6 losses,
and 44 of those were by knockout.
That's the part that really kind of switched me too. The Kareem pick was because he still holds that scoring record. And you talk about all the names: Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. LeBron's gonna break the record, but I mean, even just let's include LeBron, let's include Kobe Bryant. All these names and just pure athletes that have gone through the game since he set that record. Nobody's reached it yet.
And also, just to clear it up, Ali was 56-5.
56-5.
So, but 37 were by knockout, which we'll talk about him more in a little bit.
Man, the Ali one's going to be the interesting conversation of this one.
Jesus, man.
Man, oh, man, because that's where our hearts are. No spoilers. All right, so we got the fan vote picks Kareem. Our vote picks Tyson.
Right. I do have one question, because this is the first episode.
Yeah, we're figuring out as we go, full disclosure.
Do you want to say who they're going to face next in the second round? Because these are the play-in games. We're not going to talk about those matchups, but you want to go ahead and just say who they're going to play next.
So who's Ronaldo move on for?
So Ronaldo,
I think it's Diana Taurasi, right? I believe so.
Just talk for a minute.
You're good. You're good.
He's got a
actually
nice
Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo actually faces GSP.
George
St. Pierre. So UFC legend, and obviously that's going to be another one that we talk about here soon. So
yeah. I hope. I don't know if that one's on the show or not. I got the whole schedule laid out. It's
because some of these are going to be decided strictly by you guys. The only people that are going to vote the people that are voting is the only thing that we're going to go off, because some of these are not going to be on the air.
So maybe we shouldn't fan vote like on the ones that we're doing on the show.
Yeah, y'all voted.
Yeah, you did.
So
too.
we should take that off.
We should take our votes off.
Yeah.
In the future. Well, like I said, we're learning as we go.
Yep.
We're learning as we go. But so that brings it to the committee, right? Because that's a 1-1 split.
Yes.
But even though that margin is so much larger than I would like to see, but still 49 votes is pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
To the committee.
Thank you. For real. Yeah, 20. I mean, how do y'all want to? Okay, so the way that we're going to do it is the fan vote is obviously going to be the main vote.
Yeah.
And then if we are split here, that's how we got the 1-1. So the fan vote is Kareem 1. We're all 3-0 Tyson, or 3-1 Tyson with Marcus. Yeah. And so now that's 1-1. And now the committee takes over.
Now the committee is the final decision here, right? Would this be?
See, I feel like this one's too far away.
It is. It's.
I think this is 9 votes is. You're pretty dominant.
So the committee will probably decide the next one.
Anything we got to come up with a number that's going to say this is how many. If it's within 5, something like that.
Let's say 5.
Well,
you think 9's too far?
Well, out of 59 votes,
maybe 10.
9 is.
I like double digits.
10?
Double digits.
So 10 or less.
So 10 or less.
10 or less.
The committee will. Okay.
The committee will decide.
Because 20 votes to Tyson is a lot. Kareem got almost 30, but Tyson still got 20 votes. But 3 of them were from us.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's think about that also. We take those 3 out. It's 28-17. It's 11.
So the fan vote really ruled.
Fan vote wins. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, congratulations. You go to round 2.
I know you're watching, Kareem.
Yeah.
Congratulations. No, yeah, I mean that's a good precedent to set that at. If we don't vote, then that's a 28-17 landslide.
Yeah. So we kind of let's keep it to that. 10 or below, we don't vote. There's no reason for us to be the fan votes.
No, that's fair. If we're gonna sit here and do it on the show anyway.
So Kareem,
we can vote on the ones that are off air on ESPN.
Yeah,
we can. And Dave can vote on ours.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
guys. We're figuring it out as we go.
We're set.
So go ahead and write down. I'm going to go ahead and write. I want to go to my bracket here.
Move them on to the next round.
Freaking Kareem beats Mike Tyson. That is crazy.
Wow. As y'all were arguing, I'm sitting here thinking maybe I should have gone to Tyson. But then
it would have been 29-16.
Yeah. But hey, that goes to show, look at the comments, do your research, do your own research, and come at the comments and argue your side. We are open and ready for it. Come on.
I really feel like I'm open-minded on all of this. You could change my mind. Obviously, you could change my mind.
Oh, most definitely.
Because I put a lot of these people in here personally, and I've voted against almost every single one of them.
This morning, whenever I saw Kareem Tyson, I was like, of course, Kareem. My man has all the records in the world. Add it to the stat list. He was what they call a stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah.
But then whenever you take into what Marcus said, my man was playing against guys my size.
Yeah.
So
be like me playing against you, and I would just absolutely destroy you on a basketball court. So really, I get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
I'm still trying to figure. I don't know what's going on right now.
That's okay. I got a bracket.
Good. I was about to. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm losing my mind. I have Kareem versus Tyson. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we have Tyson moving on. I'm sorry. We have Tyson moving on, and now, but it's going to be Kareem versus Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi. Basketball.
Yeah.
Well, where we were talking originally, I don't want to spoil too much, but we were talking originally oh man, Tyson over Taurasi. But I actually think we gave Taurasi that win. But now it's even more so probably who was really more
impactful in their game,
prolific to that sport.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Actually, I think that opens it up a little more than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
So on this one, just so I can get the voting correctly, we all went Phelps, right? Did we all go Phelps?
I think we all went Phelps.
All went Phelps. What about Marcus?
Marcus, did he vote? Marcus went Ali, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so we're going to go with -3, so 21 to 29. So this one will go down to the panel because it is within 10 votes. It went from 6 to 9.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one actually did crack 50. We got 50 votes.
50 votes on that. Let's do one more check on that while I plug the matchup. One more vote check. Maybe
Marcus voted Phelps.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. It's even worse. Oh, hell.
And it was
It's going to be
still within the 10.
Well,
it was a total of 25 votes for Phelps and 30 votes for Ali. But you take away the 4 of us, so it's 21-30.
Did it die?
Yep, because somebody said, "Oh yeah."
It was fully charged. That
I
laptop has like
it.
a 2-hour battery life. I think that's
it's
the
got a
worst
bunch
part.
of lights and stuff. Yeah, that's true.
So we were at 21-30, 21-30
Is the
with
count?
an Ali advantage.
21 to 30. So it's still within 10. So we're gonna come down to the panel. Dun dun dun.
Dude, the panel is really ruining this for me because I'm the panel picked Ali. I'm just gonna get into it because we're gonna rant here.
I don't agree with this.
I don't either. But I guess this is why we're doing this. This is the fun part of it. But guys, Michael Phelps is the most dominant Olympic athlete of all time, and I think that what people are going to take is like I'm discrediting Muhammad Ali in any way. I'm not like this is one of those ones that we were talking about before the show, coin flip, whatever. It was going to happen.
Right.
We're going to have more of these.
A goat was going to get eliminated in this decision.
Yeah, a goat's going to get eliminated somewhere, right? And it's going to happen more times than one in the first round, especially. But golly, man, I just don't agree with this one.
I don't either. I think Michael Phelps he has all of the accolades, all of them. He is the most decorated Olympian ever. And somebody, Rudolph, we came at it and said 11 of those were all with the relay, which I understand. I understand that he had 11 relay gold medals or medals in general, but that doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't. I mean, it's a team. At that point, it's a team sport. And if we're going to discount what Michael Phelps has based on a team sport, then why are we even talking about this?
Then half this field is gone.
Right.
But
more than half of this field's gone.
But you can't sit here and tell me team sport. That's cool. But I mean, Michael Jordan, right? I just want to talk about Mike for a second. He's on a team. Michael Jordan was on a team, bro. And if you really want to start getting into that argument, guys, what did Michael Jordan win before Scottie Pippen got there? But obviously we know Michael Jordan was the most important piece of that, and that's where it comes in for Michael Phelps.
And that was something that, I kind of responded back on some of the comments saying, does Tom Brady win these championships by himself? That's like saying that Tom Brady won all these championships by himself. Would they have won those championships without Tom Brady? Probably not. But that doesn't mean that the offensive line and Randy Moss and everybody else isn't just as important. Gostkowski, yeah.
So someone arguing for Ali, just so we have another side.
Okay.
Deshaun Darrell Olds says Ali had 5 losses, but none of those were by knockout. 4 of those were by decisions, so it would be argued. And 1 was by a clear money grab between old friends that should not have been an approved fight. The few times Phelps lost, he lost to someone clearly having a better time. Therefore, I'm going with Ali because you can't argue when Phelps lost.
So a decision loss means more than a knockout? Or means less than a knockout? He still lost. It doesn't matter if it's a decision or anything. I mean, honestly, some of those decisions go down to the end where Ali didn't do anything.
I think a knockout win looks better. But a knockout loss, I think an L's an L, right? Like if you lose on a pick 6 or a fumble.
So Michael Phelps also, some of those lost by the slimmest of margins.
Yeah. So
does that matter? We can't see, and this is one thing that we will argue on the show. Obviously, Ali moves on, so it doesn't really matter as to what we're saying anyways. But, Michael Phelps, we can't just talk about how Ali was dominant in all of his wins except for his 4 losses, because the other one, but his 4 losses, and they were all met by decision. And then not talk about Michael Phelps. And to say that they clearly were having a better day, I'd like to see those. And who those people were that he lost to. And what they were that they lost to. Because you got to remember, if we're going to talk, because later on we talk about some multi-sport athletes that went pro in different things. I mean, I could say that a freestyle swimmer is one thing, but to have somebody like Michael Phelps, who had world records in almost every speed racing wise, not so much the long distance, obviously,
right?
But he had almost every one of the world records in the breaststroke, the backstroke, the freestyle. I mean, he did all of it. So if we want to talk about different styles of swimming isn't just swimming. They have different things in it. So you have to bring all of that to the table. Boxing is boxing. So,
and I think, like, to make a case for Ali, maybe it's just because of the impact. There's your impact on the sport, right? There's your impact on.
He did have a lot of impact on the sport,
right? So I mean, there's your argument for Muhammad, but I disagree. But you guys are the decision makers, and really, I respect the decision at the end of the day. And I still feel good looking at this bracket with Muhammad Ali in it because of what Nick said. A GOAT's going to get knocked out in this matchup.
Yep,
and it sucks, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. Blame the randomizer.
Yeah. Well, we do also have Bo on our side. He says Phelps hands down wins because Phelps went against other countries' best and smoked them.
He's right. So that does it for today.
It's kind of Ali as well.
Yeah, I mean exactly.
Ali kind of did the same thing. We're about to have a short show.
Well, I want to do something else here for a second. So that moves on. This is going to continue tomorrow in the Wright Sports Group.
First of all, we had
ahead.
Phelps moving on. He was going to face Hulk Hogan, but now it's going to be Ali versus Hulk Hogan.
No, I think it's Ali Flair. Ali goes to face Flair.
I have Hulk Hogan. Uh-oh. Did I mess up again?
Where did we mess up?
I got it right here. Ali's going to face Ric Flair in the next round.
Oh, I went. Yep, sorry.
Woo!
My bad. I forgot that he was a play-in game, so I had it written down differently.
You screwed it up, brother.
Yeah. That's my bad.
Woo!
Again.
Can't wait for that one.
I'm an idiot.
Dan Gonzalez will be joining us that week.
Sweet.
Yep, Phelps. Yep.
He's got a
Flair.
microphone now, though, so it's not going to. Hello, decision.
Yeah. The Jets.
And we will not be talking about the Jets. That's the best part.
Yeah, thank God.
Not talking about the Jets.
Wait, what
all.
place did they finish in? The Jets.
The Jets, last.
Just about, right?
They were in last place in the East.
Yeah, they were. I mean, but they were like what? Third? They have like the third pick.
Something like that.
So and I know y'all didn't get to see this, but I'm just gonna give a little shout out to my main man Dan Gonzalez.
Danny G.
Danny G.
Get him
For a team that got second or third to last. Okay, I'm gonna
look up the
right
draft order.
I'm pretty certain that they got third if you turn the thing upside down. So they had the
New York
least,
Jets went 4-13 and owned the 4th overall pick in the draft.
4th overall pick. So I know y'all didn't get to see that episode. That episode was something else.
They also owned the 10th pick in the draft because of the Jamal Adams trade.
That's right. So that episode was something else. Okay, and I know we didn't put it out just because. Dan, listen to me, kid. You ruined that one.
Dan.
For somebody to talk about how good y'all third stringers are, your depth is so good with the Jets. My God. Oh, Jesus.
Danny G.
Danny G. I mean, what in the world are you talking about, son? I mean, good God. Y'all were terrible. Terrible. Y'all were terrible. Terrible.
All right. So before we get off this episode, I want to ask you guys this. And this is tell me if you think that this is the idea of this is whack or wonderful, because this is something we're going to be doing on Nerd Culture Undisputed.
All right.
The Philadelphia Eagles have 3 first-round picks.
Okay.
Missed.
Russell Wilson's in an Eagles uniform next year. Is that whack or is that wonderful? That prediction.
Whack.
I think it's whack because I just don't think that, one, Jalen Hurts is not bad enough to give away 3 first-round picks for Russell Wilson that is, 33 years old at this point?
Yes.
I mean, you give up the farm, you give up your future for somebody who's going to be with you for 10 years.
Yes.
Russell Wilson has been sacked so many times at this point. The Seahawks haven't done enough for him. There is absolutely no way that Russell Wilson is worth 3 rounds, right? Three first-round picks right now.
And it doesn't change that your number 1 receiver is Jalen Reagor still.
Yes.
Like, and the only I don't think this is happening either. I think it's whack as well. I just wanted to bring that up because that's the conversation that's been stewing over the last couple of weeks. Is like they got the draft capital. I mean, and it's pretty much even like here's our 3 first-rounders and Jalen Hurts for Russell Wilson.
If you would have said Deshaun Watson, I'd have said, we could have sat here and talked about it.
That's more of a conversation.
I mean, he's 26,
Well,
27?
I've heard no
for it.
rumblings about the Deshaun Watson situation.
I don't think anybody wants to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
They want everything.
They're definitely not going to massage it.
They want it to be figured out before they even do anything.
They're definitely.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you got him saying words now.
Yep,
Oh, my God.
But how am I supposed to respond to that?
Biscuit. Son of a biscuit.
Oh, man.
Poop on a stick.
That.
What?
Never mind. I'm going to an old school.
Again, Drew's drunk.
Going to an old school Vine where the kid hurts himself and he's like, "Son of a biscuit, that hurt like a poop on a stick," because he was trying not to cuss. And
Dude, you know how fun? Dude, I just want everybody to know
Yeah.
how funny Drew is.
Oh, dude,
Really?
I'm a freaking blast,
Dude, he is amazing. The only thing is when you get him a little tipsy, when he gets a little drunk, you feel like grabbing him by the shoulder.
And just, oh my God.
And
Just one.
Not just one shoulder, because it's not a talk. It's not a talk.
It's not-
you don't
no,
want to
buddy.
talk to you, because that's the bad part.
talking
That's
like-
the whole issue.
We're talking like
So
Uncle
who
Phil,
put this
Jazzy
mic in
Jeff.
front of me?
That's the issue. I mean, if Marcus, you son of a gun, you shouldn't have backed out because we were going to kick Drew off today.
You've been voted off the island. Your tribe has spoken.
Yeah. Here, take some notes from Michael Phelps because you're swimming back.
Hey, if I could take notes from that man, sign me up all day, every day. Oh, I thought that was a good point, but it keeps going.
It's on a loop. I didn't know that was on a loop.
My man hit it and backed away. It was like, yeah.
Well, listen, guys, thank you for cheering for what my parents are ashamed of.
Oh, we're putting that out now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got new toys. We're trying things out, moving things around. Stop looking at the camera like that.
Staring into the listener's soul.
But
Well,
I hope you guys like this first episode of Goat of Goats. You look like you want to say something, Kyle.
I was gonna do the Saturday Night Live skit where he goes, "Well, we out of time," but you took it over. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed the first one. If you could, just please give us a like, give us a share, give us a thumbs up. Look at it on YouTube. I don't even care if you watch it again on YouTube. Just walk out there, give it a little thumbs up, a little like. Subscribe to us at the Right On Network page on YouTube and Facebook also. And if you're not a part of the Wright Sports Group, this is for us. This is for 104.3. David Hayes over there doing big things. I mean, they go live Monday through Friday, 4 to 6. He puts on an awesome show. You should see the work this man puts into this stuff. I mean, we could only hope to one day get to be like Dave Hayes and have the drive and the time to spend to put together the shows that he puts together. It's amazing. So get over there, watch his show, watch it live. I mean, listen to it on the radio, obviously, but I mean, watching it live is pretty awesome. Their cameras,
they got great cameras, great camera quality.
I really wish we could get better cameras because seeing theirs, he like zoomed in and I could see my pores.
Yeah.
I was like,
Let's zoom out a little bit, brother.
I got a booger. I mean, I was like, dude.
Zoom out.
I was like, my goodness, back it up a little.
You know, I got love and respect for the boys over there at ESPN. That whole crew is just great.
Yep.
So that being said, this tournament will continue tomorrow off the air on the Wright Sports Group, and then on Friday on the afternoon Underdogs 104.3 FM and on Facebook Live. And we're going to be here for every step of the way as well. Next week, Wednesday, March 2nd, I'll be out of here, but Austin Wright Gula is going to be joining the show, and you guys have two very fun matchups for next week that we're not going to plug, but just know that there's some good ones.
Just know, Goat of Goats, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 6:30 on Wednesdays, 4 to 6 on Mondays and Fridays. Put it in your calendars.
Yep, mark it down, man. This is going to be fun from start to finish, and we're excited for you guys to be a part of it. We have some other really cool NFL offseason stuff planned, and this is also...
If we ever get baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball, fix things.
This was also... you guys are going to talk about that next week, because then...
awesome.
Because we'll know what the hell's going on by next week.
I do believe that I don't know. I was going to say I think we're going to be in, but I don't know.
If you would have asked me 7 days ago, we would have had baseball on time. But now here we are. We're 4 days from the deadline. I don't think so.
I don't want to speak it into existence.
Yeah, I know.
But I think the Braves, I think the Braves are going to be without Freddie Freeman next year. And that is a total turd. But if he goes to the Dodgers, I might try to find him and slap him. Don't go to the Dodgers. Anybody else? They put like an eight team collage on like who they think that he could go to. I was okay with the Yankees. The Yankees go out and get everybody. They can afford whoever. I get it. The Red Sox, understood, same kind of ordeal.
Man, what would he do for the Red Sox right
Toronto.
away? Oh, Toronto.
Toronto was one of the teams.
So would Vladdy become the DH in that?
Vladdy would become the DH.
That would be
and then
great.
he's
So
young enough. He's young enough, Vladdy is, that when Freddie gets older,
they
could switch.
Yeah.
And he could go back to first base.
Holy cow.
So he's just going to the AL East?
Could. And then
Baltimore, bro.
Yeah. And then
Rays.
the Dodgers were, of course, on there. I don't even think the Angels were on there at all.
No, they weren't. I know what you're talking about now. I think
the Mets were on there. I swear to you, if you go to the Mets, I will never be a Freddie Freeman fan.
go to the Dodgers before the Mets.
I would go to the Dodgers because if we have to play him, I'm pissed.
30 times a year at that point.
I mean, I will. Whatever.
We'll talk about it.
I have
You
a
guys are going
headache
to talk
just
about it
thinking
next
about
week.
it.
I don't know.
Maybe he'll sign before the show because maybe we'll end the lockout before next week. You got the
can only
outro
hope.
queued up over there, Drew?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for watching, listening, however you're doing it. Once again, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notifications for anything we do in the future. Make sure you listen to the boys at 104.3 FM and ESPN Northwest Florida on Facebook.
So sexy.
Hey, and leave us a review right
Yes,
on
sir.
Sports Show.
Yes, sir.
Spotify. Hey, listen, I know that there's people watching. Go to Spotify, look up Right on Sports Show, and just leave us a review. I know that's not where you watch, but go do that. That's going to help us in the long run. We're trying to make money doing this shit. All right.
Let's go.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Later.
Thanks for listening to the Right On Sports Show. Find the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, or find the guys on YouTube at Right On Sports and hit that subscribe button to be notified when they go live. In the meantime, check them out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Right On Sports.